Who's this Torres? And what's your man done to earn a death sentence?
He's a Templar, like Rogers and Hornigold. Man cooking up schemes to use the observatory for ill purposes. For power and control. The violence he'd cause with this thing would be subtle but heavy. Deadly, yet leaving no mark. Does that make sense?
Like, if there was a drought and people was thirsty, and one man had a large cask of water but gave a sip to none, he'd be a killer with no blood in his hands.
Aye, like that.
Fair enough.
No, they're here. Deep in the jungle.
Soldiers, just there. What should we do? Corpses for miles.
They brought every ounce of menace they had.
¡Ahora te sacaré las tripas!
You're mine! All so strange. What is this?
Later, Anne. I'll tell you all when this is finished.
Holy Mother of Gods. Is this the place we've come to see?
Aye. Stand watch here, and let none follow.
¡Venga, muévete!
¡No puedo! ¡Mis piernas no responden!
¡Déjalo! ¡Moriremos todos! ¡Has oído! ¡Levántate! ¡No quiero dejarte aquí! ¡Será vuestro funeral!
¡Por favor, no me abandones! ¡Está aquí! ¡Mi está aquí! ¡Perdóname, por favor! ¡No quiero morir! ¡No!
viejo conseguirá que nos maten a todos! ¡Me castigarán por esto, cobarde! ¿Quién me va a castigar? ¿Un hombre muerto? ¡No te acerques a eso!
Power for ourselves and brought these miserable empires to their knees. There's so much potential in you. So much you have not yet accomplished. I could show you things. Mysteries beyond anything that you could imagine.
Captain Kenway, ever a splinter in my side. Does this murder fulfill you?
I'm only seeing a job done, Torres. As you'd have done with me.
As we have done, I think. You have no family anymore, no friends, no future. Your losses are far greater than ours.
That may be. But killing you rights a far greater wrong than ever I did.
You honestly believe that?
You would see all of mankind corralled into a neatly furnished prison, safe and sober, yet dulled beyond reason and sapped of all spirit. So with everything I've seen and learned in these last years, I do believe it.
You wear your convictions well. They suit you.
Torres awakened something fierce. Are we safe?
With the device returned, I believe so.
What do you call this place?
Captain Kenway's Folly!
Etsawol tesu tukila. Ka wenen. We will seal this place and discard the key. Until another sage appears, this door will remain locked.
There were files when I came here last. Filled with the blood of ancient men, Robert said, but they're gone now.
Then it's up to us to recover them, before the Templars catch wind of this. You could join us in that cause.
I will, but only after I fix what I mangled back home.
It arrived last week.
Hell in a Handbasket. This has been a long series. Black Flag currently has 13 episodes for its rogues gallery littered throughout a 20-hour experience, which means that Laureano's death has been a long time coming, ever since Laureano betrayed Edward in a series of coincidences that eventually led him to commandeering the Jackdaw, the device that Edward had been using to rout the entire Templar order he ran and drove all their efforts to get to the observatory into the damned ground. We endured tale after eavesdrop after fake out for this entire game, losing all our friends, family, and self-respect, but at least we finally got to end this old geezer's attempt to earn money by letting weirdos spy on people in the bathroom. After the original lead on Torres' location turned into a cheap body double scheme and pseudo-distraction for Edward and the assassins, Edward quickly raced back to the observatory to get his long-awaited conclusion with his ex-mentor. And what do you know, the damn temple is falling to shit after I assume the Templars kicked over the wrong rock and activated the moronically programmed precursor defense system that could have been beaten by an 11-year-old Zelda fanatic. Add in some especially cruel Templar deaths via security disintegration, and you have one effed up final encounter with Torres. As you can see by the choppy video, I did die a bunch of times in this final level, due to normal PS3 Ubisoft programming handicaps and my own flailing thumbs. It's a pretty long parkour session to cap off the best of the Creed franchise between timed movement puzzles and a bunch of awkward jumps across this level gets pretty convoluted, even if the actual quote-unquote jumping puzzles are as easy to beat as a 5-year-old at Hangman. Once you get to the end of the parkour, Torres is pawing at something on a wall at convenient air assassination height for some reason, so if you time the final jump correctly, you'll get handed the participation award for this climactic final assassination just for showing up. There's not a lot of skill involved in this assassination or even any real clever design, since it's really just a protracted and unnecessarily long jumping trial, and the level has like 5 checkpoints in it. So if you screw it all to hell, all you'll really be out is like 30 seconds of progress. It's to be expected, as the endgame assassinations in Black Flag are basically Edward doing some cleanup on the Templar hit list, and not for any grand motivation either, or even to move the plot forward. Just something that needed doing, and with that out of the way, Edward gets to enjoy his underwhelming ending. At least the middle bits were exciting and awesome, even if Ubisoft couldn't stick the landing.